as they say, it could be locking horns in this.
McCurdy wins the tip, gives it right over to Mallard immediately. She'll bring it up the court for the Profs. Marshall now holding it over on the far side. Dakota Adams hands it off the top of the key. Back to McCurdy. Driving now, kicks out to the wing for Savannah Holt. Thought about the three, driving in now, lays it up. No good. Lions grab the rebound, bring it up the court now.
A great job getting up there, faking the three, coming inside, just couldn't get home on this last one. Seen a lot of pressure building up here, but they have a lot of open shots as well.
That three is no good for TCNJ. Mallard bringing in the board. Coming up the court now is Marshall with the ball. Stops, gets some space, hold around, back to the top of the key to McCurdy. Back over to Mallard. Brings it back out, slows the pace. McCurdy now driving baseline, gets it over in the corner to Marshall. Back to Savannah Holt for the three. No good, in and out. Rebounded by Caitlin Dieter of the Lions.
The give-and-go game is kind of working, but I would like to see Rowan start setting some picks, get some girls open, start moving to the outside instead of these extra late second shots.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Lions incorporate Julia Sotaro, their leading scorer this season, as there's another no-good three ball. Still a nothing game. Few minutes into this one. Holt passes up for Adams, dribbles, stops, back out at the top of the key. McCurdy waits. Back into Adams. She'll lay that one up and in. Prop score first.
I like what they're doing. It's just these second and third hesitations. They're kind of just, they don't want to just go up and grab it. And eventually now they finally scored their basket about 2 minutes into the game.
Demetrius Poles calling the plays for the Profs. Slow start for both teams so far here. Nice move to get inside. Layups just a little too strong off the glass. Adams pulls in the board, and the Profs take it back the other way.
There's that
Holt
pick.
now, top of the key into McCurdy, over to Adams. Mallard driving baseline, puts the ball up, spins off the rim, still 27.
We have a sprinting contest in here so far. Only one basket has been made. TCNJ playing good, has a good look.
Nice little pull up from the elbow. Holt's going to bring that one up now. Mallard back to Marshall. She'll wait, let the play develop.
You have McCurdy
Screen
down
from
low.
Adams. Marshall puts that one up. The mid-range is no good. Holt grabs the board. Knocked out of her hands, goes out of bounds. And the Profs are going to retain possession.
It was an interesting look. It's very fast-paced. They love pressing on defense, but on offense, they just want to just go, go, go.
Holt to inbound the ball to Marshall over on the near side. Outside of the arc now, back to Holt. She'll let a three fly off the front of the rim, a little short. Rebounded by Branquizio of the Lions. Passing it up now to Dieter. Put that one up. Blocked by the call a shooting foul.
TCNJ finally got ahead. They were able to get something in motion. Looking down the court, she had a nice look, and ultimately Rowan has fouled. Let's see if she's able, and TCNJ, to get some points on the board, or if it's still going to be a shutout so far.
Taking the over or the under in this one?
I don't know. I'm going to take the over. I think it's really going to pick up in the second.
Dieter at the line for the second shot. That one will fall. Lions finally get on the board in this one. 3 minutes into the first quarter. Holt inbounds the ball.
Now she's like, look at this TCNJ. They want to bring the full court press as well.
Matching the defensive energy. Holt trying to get open. Over to Marshall in the corner. Driving baseline. Stops, spins. Holt was cutting to the basket, unable to get the pass. Loose ball now. There's bodies on top of it. Props are going to pull away with possession. The travel is called.
Yeah, it was interesting that with that bringing that defense and getting them to make a mistake. She couldn't find anyone past it, and it ended up being a travel on the ground. Rowan's got to be able to find and help each other.
Branquizio now with the ball crossing midcourt. Dumps it off to Fricker. Back over to Lise. Lions looking for an opening here. Back outside for the 3 ball. That one will fall. TCNJ takes the lead here, 4-2 game.
And just like that, she makes this 3 and immediately finds her man to press.
Marshall trying to get a bounce pass over to Adams, turns it over to the Lions, pushing the pace now, bringing it up the court. Up for the layup and getting it to fall is Katie Fricker, the freshman guard. 6'2" Lions now as Holt dribbles it up past midcourt.
Lee, Accentuate, or talk a lot about the score. Score's not updating here for us. Taking it down.
6-2 game. Marshall trying to increase that Rowan score, unable to. 5:43 left to go in the first quarter as that one's going to go out of bounds.
Rowan needs to find some type of game plan, some type of technique. It just kind of looks like they're just throwing up shots and nothing's landing. They have no game plan as of now. Starting off super slow as they don't have 2 points on the board. Let's see if they can get something here.
We're talking about big scores. Nicole Mallard, we mentioned obviously at the start of the broadcast, but Grace Marshall, after that one, now, 44 away from 1,000, I think it was?
Yeah.
High scoring offense here. A lot of seniors and a lot of fifth years helping to add to that offense.
This is very critical. She's got to make this to really tighten the lead, or the loss, actually.
31, take 1.
All 3 good from Marshall at the line. 6-5 now, TCNJ leads, and they'll bring it up the court.
Yeah, keep going with the score talk because it's not going through from OBS.
In the hands now of Lazier. Back out to Branquizio. That 3-pointer no good. McCurdy pulling down the rebound, fighting off 2 Lions. And we'll have a little extracurriculars going on.
That's exactly what you needed. Be aggressive. McCurdy able to find the rebound and just pull it down. Able to get the foul on that. Great job by Rowan. I'd like to look at some deep open court shots. Start passing the ball around. Look into your deep corners.
Speaking of 3-point plays, last time these two teams met, as Mallard puts up a mid-range fadeaway, won't get that with the fall. TCNJ went 12 of 34 from beyond the arc on November 30th, the last time they played. Rowan made 1 of 16 threes. Numbers that aren't just going to cut it, especially in a competitive conference like the NJAC.
Yeah, when there's multiple turnovers in a game, you got to nail at least 5 of those threes in a game. Only making 1 out of that many shot attempts will not win you this game. It's not a recipe for success.
As Branquizio misses her pass target, throws the ball out of bounds. Holt will inbounds for the Profs. Still 6-5, halfway through the first quarter of this one. Marshall with the ball now. Outside the arc, looking for movement. Adams was calling for the ball as Holt drives baseline, throws it up over the rim, won't get that with the fall.
That was an excellent look by McCurdy. Looking down and just passing it down. It was unfortunate she wasn't able to get the basket there, but what a pass.
Obviously, I'm not Demetrius Poles, but if I were, I'd think about a timeout as he sends in 4 subs now. Tell your team, take a deep breath. Still a lot of game. There's no need to rush anything. And some of these easy looks will actually go in.
Yeah, get a breather here as we see that Santana's going to come in here. She's known for getting into the boards, getting
Score's
down
good,
and
Lee. You're good to go.
So let's see if they're able to get something going down low with them.
So Sydney Bloom inbounding the ball here. Now in for the Lions. And she'll bring it up the court before an immediate double team from this Profs defense. Like you said, they love that full court press. Another 3 short from the Lions. Turnover there, Profs ball.
That was a good defense by Christina Johnson. She was doing the low and the high, getting in the face, and was able to try to make something happen.
Sam Rinaldi now dribbling up the court just over midcourt, getting it into the corner. There's a call, gonna go the Profs' way. They'll get a shot at 20 more seconds and a little reset.
There you go. Christina Johnson again able to just take the foul and absorb it. Help Rowan here. As we said, it is 6 TCNJ, 5 Rowan with 4 minutes and 16 left.
Middleton pushes it in to Herlihy. Now driving on the left side, puts it up, blocked by the Lions to jump on the rebound, but the ball's going the other way.
Naima did not like that call at all with the ref. But you got to respect the call and keep it going. Got to get these points going soon.
turnover immediately off the inbounds out to Rinaldi. Thought about the three, driving in, floats one up off the glass short on the far side of the rim. As the Lions bring it up now. Cross dribbles the ball. Over now back to Bloom. Into the corner now. Sataro's shot is off, and Middleton takes it. Trying to push the offense, stopped by the Lions defense, got back in time. Rinaldi for the wing three, puts it up, no good. Still 6-5 in this one.
Yeah, so far Rowan is 0 for 3 on three-point shots so far.
TCNJ,
One of them's got to land.
1 of 5 for that same area of the court. There's a drive, layup goes up, bounces off the rim, but won't fall down. Eliana Santana now with the ball at the top of the key. Driving, spinning, puts it up with the right hand, gets it to fall. Profs take the lead, 7-6.
There we go. As we see Rowan finally taking the lead here, they're able to get comfortable just a little bit, but it's certainly not over. As we see here, Kate Hurley's doing an awesome job out there. She's being a big part of the offense, and as you see, she's traveling man-to-man here on defense.
Lions passing it around the arc. Rinaldi tips it. Middleton gets it, driving. Puts up the easy two. Profs now lead at 9-6. And the Lions are going to take a timeout, talk things over.
That's what you need here. Here's where the over's going to hit eventually. Make TCNJ use their timeouts. They're already frazzled right here. It seems like that was a great job by having the subs come in early on, figure it out, reset, and Rowan's going to be able to kind of take control and cruise. But I still want to see a three-pointer soon.
Speaking of threes, I know we mentioned the last time these two teams met, Rowan, less than stellar from beyond the arc, but also at the free throw line. Not great numbers, 19 of 26 TCNJ, 15 of 18 from the line. College basketball especially, those free throws are so crucial. You have to make your free throws. You have to maintain your composure at the line. It's a big part of what goes into winning these games, especially when, as we see, it's the first quarter and both teams are throwing on the press. There's going to be a lot of contact and a lot of physical play. And if you can generate easy points, you need to take full advantage of that.
I agree. Turnovers wins you and kills you these games. So we're going to see here if Rowan's able to clean it up a little bit and keep it moving.
Bloom now stuck in that same trap we were talking about. Middleton tips it. Going to go out of bounds. Lions will hold on to it here. 20 on the shot clock.
This is why this press defense is so good. Make them make mental mistakes. Yes, obviously went out of bounds on Rowan, but they're going to be thinking about that every time they got to pass in the ball. They're going to be frazzled.
Some confusion on where the ball will be inbounds and even who has possession, as now it will be Rowan ball.
There we go. An even better defensive play there, as we were just talking about.
It's never a good sign when we're as confused as the referees, Kyle. Rinaldi dumps off to Santana. Fakes right, goes left, gets stopped. Middleton outside, thought about a three, coming inside. Left hand puts it up off glass, little strong. Santana gets it, puts it back up, no good.
If you're not, we have some action here, a little travel. Is there going to be a call? No call.
Whistle finally blows after a lot of scrambling.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
Do they have that for winning?
I think they do.
Laser to inbound the ball here, up to Dieter. In the corner now is Sataro with it, passing it inside, putting up the layup. It's no good. Rinaldi going for the board. Off a couple different fingers there.
Trying to set up a play here. Let's see if TCNJ is able to get some type of motion or game plan working. Got one down low, doesn't even looking for it. She gives it back now.
Both teams at this point shooting only 20% from the floor in this 9-6 game. Minute 32 to go left in this first quarter. Lions passing it around the arc, trying to get the ball moving, trying to get the prop shuffling. In the corner now, thought about a three, back up top. Triple is up. That one is going to fall for the Lions. 9-9 tie game with a minute 15 to go in the opening quarter.
That is brutal. That was a last-second three-point shot able to make. Rowan's defense was standing tall, but it couldn't finish the job.
Middleton pumped a little bit. Back out to Rinaldi. Crossover, drive, bucket, no good. Crofts will get the rebound. Now Middleton's three from the wing also won't fall.
There's Christina Johnson getting involved again. She's kind of been silent on offense here, but making some short plays. And TCNJ just drove right past her.
Crofts trying to get the ball inside to Santana. It's going to dribble into the corner. Back in under the net. She'll flip that one up and in. 11-11 with 25 to go in the opening quarter.
She's dominating the paint, and that's exactly what Rowan needs right now. They need some type of consistency. But TCNJ just hushed them before with the shot and the three. They have 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Are they going to be able to do anything?
Satara driving baseline, puts that one up with the right hand. Nice bounce off the rim, and it will fall to end the quarter with the Lions pulling ahead 13-11. We're going to take a quick step off, and we'll be back right here live from SB Gym for second quarter action. Lions leading the Profs 13-11. Second quarter set to get underway. Again, the Lions up 13-11 on the Profs. Rinaldi picking the ball up, dribbling over midcourt now into the corner, dumps it off for Herlihy. Mallard back in the game. She takes possession at the elbow, drives in, throws it up with the right hand, gets it to fall and the contact. She'll head to the line for one more.
The TCNJ fans and crowd did not really like that call from the ref. I think it was the right call with the contact on the floor. She will be taking her shot.
Tremendous poise and control heading to the rim. Despite the contact, to get that one to fall. Now she'll have a chance to put the Profs ahead. Up and in for Mallard, 14-3 game. 15-13, pardon me.
This press is doing some great things for Rowan. As we see here, she pops it. And
a nice bounce off the back of the rim coming off the Mallard steal.
That's exactly why you're pressed. She almost just got it again. So they're going to be looking. They're stressed out. She's got to send the ball down and she can actually get across the court.
Off the foot of Middleton and out of bounds. But you look at those last couple sequences. The Lions are being doubled by the Profs before they can even get past their own free throw line. The full court press is in full effect, and it's working to the desired extent.
Yeah, they really need to keep this up because offense has been really off and on and shaky, as we know. They're not landing threes. Some of the shots are really iffy.
Ayanna Johnson seeing her first action for the Profs in this one as that three hits off the rim and bounces wide. Mallard running up the court now. Calling for a screen. Now Middleton's running in with the right hand off the glass. And that one to fall. 18-13 now, Profs lead it.
It's kind of been the Middleton show so far. I feel like every time she gets the ball or near an offensive player, she either makes the play, steals it away. She's doing pretty solid right now.
Middleton with 4 of the team's 18 so far. As that shot is going to fall, now 18-15.
Solid shot, gets it up again, tries to get her own rebound, and ultimately it does not go
A lot of
in.
scrambling for that loose ball. Middleton getting a hand in there to try to get the steal. Lions will get it back, though. 20 on the shot clock.
It's interesting because TCNJ just kind of sits outside of the three, pass it around. There she pops the three. Ultimately not
Just
good, but
wide.
they're able to get the rebound.
Lions will get it back. Johnson in there trying to defend. Had a hand on the initial miss, but wasn't able to pull the board all the way in. As we're going to get a whistle blown here and some subs check in.
So yeah, as we saw, I was talking about before, TCNJ, they kind of just wait outside of the three-point line, and they're like looking around. Maybe one person will cut in, but they're just kind of relying on the shots so far. They're 6 for 17 for field goals. Pretty interesting, like we said before. They have 2 for 9 on three-point shots.
Dakota Adams, Grace Marshall, Reagan Russo all in the game now for the Profs. A travel call here on TCNJ.
That's pretty huge here if Rowan's able to make a basket or a three-point start. Really trying to force this lead upon them. Just don't make any simple mistakes.
Marshall now coming up the court with the ball. Pass into Mallard. Marshall will run around her. Mallard will spin, throw that one up. Draws a contact, no whistle, but gets the fall, 20-15.
That was a nice move, passing it back, doing this spin move, pivoting and going strong up to the
Threw a
basket.
little shimmy on her.
Yeah, it's working. They're really working well in the paint right now.
Mallard called on that foul.
As you see, they're passing it out. Shot for the three, and it is good.
We talked about the threes coming into this one, and they're picking up right where they left off from all the way back in November.
Here we see Reagan Russo looking up strong, step foot. TCNJ wants to travel, and she shoots a three, and it is good.
Marshall's shot, always clean, always coming easy to her. 20-20 game now, as Adams is laying on the press, right on the Prof logo.
They're looking for the three again. No way they take it. They're just looking around the court. Something down low.
A lot of ball movement going on around the arc, trying to get that lateral movement, get the Profs out of position by the Lions. As here's a nice little cut inside and the bounce pass. The layup just won't fall for him. Right back out beyond the arc. Tried to go reverse with it, spun wide, and Mallard's gonna pull that one in. Passing ahead now to Marshall. Handed back off to Mallard. Driving it back out to Adams. She'll put up the mid-range shot, just off. Rebound is tipped slightly.
TCNJ's got to come up with a game plan. They can't hang outside of the three the whole game. It almost seems like they're like afraid to drive in. They get a look, maybe a one-on-one or an off-balance shot, and they choose to pass it out and just wait. So it's pretty interesting. As Rowan sits at 22, TCNJ at 18.
And the only way really to beat these full court presses is to play aggressive and try and get through the tough defense. As Ayanna Johnson now trying to hold them. That three from Taro, no good. Mallard pulling in the board.
Looking for something to open up. Here comes
On
the
to the screen, didn't use it, spinning back into the paint, loses the ball, back out to Marshall. Sitting out up top now, back into Ayanna Johnson, spins, left hand, puts it up, nice roll off the glass. 24-18 now, the Profs lead it. Thanks to the nice bucket by Ayanna Johnson.
Rowan needs to stay in the paint. That's where they're going to get their points. They're even going to get some fouls called. The refs have been calling them. So they got to just stay in the paint, go up strong, and you'll get points. This three-point stuff, yes, we have one so far, but they need to change it up or live in the paint.
That shot is short off the front of the rim. Mallard's going to grab that board again. Pulling it into the offensive end of the court now. Mallard in the corner. Into Adams. Posting. spinning, laying, finishing. 26-18, Rowan leads the Lions with 4:43 to go in the second quarter.
Just like I'm talking about, stay in the paint. They are absolutely working on TCNJ right now, and they have no response whatsoever on what to do. Here we're going to see some subs come in, but man, they are really working. This is what's going to get them to keep going and winning.
An excellent job of getting those high percentage looks and taking advantage of them. Savannah Holt now with the ball. She's back in the game. Right over the center court logo. A bounce pass off to Adams. Into the corner now. That three-pointer is just wide. Tipped back out. A fight for it down at the free throw line.
I really thought that was going to go in. Look like he had it.
I think we just got a bad angle of it.
Yeah.
So the Lions will take possession after that one. Nice little tie-up.
Dribbling forward, we're going to see TCNJ try to set something up, hanging near the logo, a little give and go action.
Here's Tara with the ball now. Again, the team's leading scorer. She's averaging 13.8 a game. That is not her. That's Sydney Bloom with the three. Now 26-21, Rowan leads.
That was a deep three. Rowan's got to rebound straight back and get some points here. We do have a lead, but things could get ugly.
Little miscommunication there. Holt was trying to get it over to Katie Hurley. He went out of bounds just in front of the Lions bench. Middleton's going to come back in now for Savannah Holt.
Holt seemed a little frustrated on that, whether it was her fault, her teammates' fault, a little miscommunication. But Middleton was playing really strong earlier.
TCNJ still beyond the arc right now. Shooting 31% so far in this one. As here's another three, just a little strong. Lions fighting for the rebound, bouncing around. Middleton winds up with the ball. Driving on the far side now, into the middle to Adams. Had Marshall going baseline, wasn't able to get it to her. It's gonna be TCNJ ball.
Here's where Rowan's got to slow it down. I know they have the lead. They want to keep bouncing at it. I know TCNJ's landing some of these, impressive shots, but these turnovers, that's 2 times in the last minute. That's part of the problem.
Monstrous block by Anna Johnson. Unsure whether to save it or let it go out. It'll fall out. Lions will take it back. But a phenomenal defensive play to hold the Lions to 21. Satara now checking out of the game. Coming in is Leisure.
We all thought that was just going to be an easy layup shot, but not Johnson. She had the perfect block on that.
And as she comes off, standing high fives from all of her teammates over on the bench. They respect good defensive hustle when they see it. Nice little layup. Won't fall for the Lions, though. Adams pulls in the board. Giving it to Marshall now. She'll bring it up the court. Checked by 2 line defenders. Into Santana. Thought about the step back. Pulls it out. Marshall tripped up and falling as she was heading into the corner. That foul's going to be called on Morgan Heller of Lions.
We got a little bit of a stalemate coming on. The points have started really slowing down.
Similar to the start.
Turnovers, yeah. But, a lot of turnovers happening. It really just comes down to communicational errors.
Yes, these teams very similar, both 7-4 in the conference. TCNJ 4th in the NJAC standings. Rowan 5th in the New Jersey Athletic Conference.
Adams is waving for the ball. She wants it down low. Middleton wide open.
Santana on the wing now, trying to get it into Adams. And the shot clock will expire before the Profs are able to squeeze one off. Again, talking about that aggressive defense, not a lot of space off the ball. And when you have to create that space, it takes time off your possession and the ability to create a shot.
Yeah, it's 3-4 sequences in a row where things aren't going the Profs' way. TCNJ is huffing up here. And what a grab.
Another turnover. Adams backing down now as they come across half court. She'll dump it off to Middleton. Brings it out to the top. Into Adams. out way up top, looking for it. Middleton in the corner now. Coming around, that one's stolen by the Lions. They're pushing up 2-2 now. Bounce pass up ahead, Santana steals it, saves it from going out of bounds, back to Middleton.
Going up strong.
Into the lane, going up for it, gets fouled. And she will head to the line. Speaking of going to the line, Rowan, a perfect 4 from 4 for free throws so far in this one. TCNJ, 1 of 2.
I hope that wasn't a jinx on Rowan here, calling it completely good right now.
I guess we'll see, huh? I don't do this often,
Yeah.
so I can't be that bad luck.
That was a great sequence of Middleton and Johnston hustling, but she makes it anyway.
Not that one, at least. So now the jinx can go away, Kyle.
Here we go. And she did not get that one. So now TCNJ is going to be looking for something. There's a minute 37 seconds left.
Pushing the pace now, but the ball is whacked out of bounds. Lions will hold on to it for just another moment. Franquizio inbounding. Now driving towards the middle, back out to the key. From the corner, this three-pointer is going to fall. Laser. Lions now have 24 points. Profs ahead by only 3. A minute 15 to go before the end of the first half. Adams faked the pass, gets it across the court. Now into the lane, up with the left hand, a floater, no good. A little strong. Adams now looking, waiting, over to Marshall. Spinning, driving, up with the left-hand floater, over everything. Off the side of the backboard. Got another jump ball here.
That was a great play. She sees her standing there. She's looking around, and she just said, give me that. And here we go, jump ball. So Rowan gets the opportunity here. You know, these girls, they just got to go up strong when it comes into the paint. Don't second guess it. You'll either get the foul on contact, or maybe your shot even lands.
Fans calling for a generous no call there. Grace Marshall trying to create space. The ball stripped away from her. Now passes up to Laser, driving into the lane. Puts it up with the right hand, the floater. Nice bounce off the front of the rim. That'll fall. 27-26, 27 seconds to go. Shot clock turned off. Marshall bringing it up the court now.
Here we
Waiting,
go.
looking for some space. Santana now at the elbow. Spins in, fakes, goes the other way, tries to get it up. Ball's no good. Back out to Middleton from beyond the arc. That three-pointer is good. 30-26, 4 seconds left in the second quarter. Lions won't be able to get a shot off. The Profs will go into the locker room up 4 points.
Wow. What a way to end that sequence. You know, they ended on the 3. They were able to make some magic happen. Had a little bit of turnover problems, but Rowan still leads now 30-26.
They've been playing with energy the whole way on both sides of the ball. It's what's been working out for the Profs. They lead it 30-26. We're going to step away for halftime and be right back for second half, third quarter action here in SB Gymnasium.
At Rowan University, our momentum is unstoppable, pushing forward, pushing boundaries, and blazing our own path. We don't wait for the future, we make it, preparing new leaders to face the challenges of tomorrow, creating innovative pathways to earn a degree on your terms, attracting a community of unique students who are ready to make their mark on the world. So make your mark and be unstoppable at Rowan University.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
One word, if I had to describe trifecta therapeutics, if I had to describe trifecta in one word, it would be empower. The purpose of trifecta therapeutics would be to empower the athletic community. I just really like the population of having active individuals and people who really want to get back, doing whatever they could to get back and want to be part of that process. We want them to feel like this is an environment where they belong and where they're going to get the best possible care. This is a professional environment. They're all working with their doctor of physical therapy, but I want them to be comfortable and fun. Not only do we want to rehab you from your injuries, we want to get you to an optimal place as an athlete. My clients are also there. They're active, they're hungry, they all want to get back to something. They're focused and they're dedicated. That's a perfect combination. You really want to be challenged and get to your goals faster. That's what I would say from here.
A good citizen is someone who wants to make a positive impact, both in their communities and in the world around them. The Division III approach is absolutely the best approach out there for amateur sport because it wants student athletes to explore all parts of who they are. Be successful in the classroom, be successful in competition, be successful in the community. So our student athletes learn what it means to strive for and attain success, but doing it the right way and being good citizens.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete. On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus, and why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
In one word, if I had to describe trifecta therapeutics, if I had to describe trifecta in one word, it would be empower. The purpose of trifecta therapeutics would be to empower the athletic community. I just really like the population of having active individuals and people who really want to get back, doing whatever they could to get back and want to be part of that process. We want them to feel like this is an environment where they belong and where they're going to get the best possible care. This is a professional environment. They're all working with their doctor of physical therapy, but I want them to be comfortable and fun. Not only do we want to rehab you from your injuries, we want to get you to an optimal place as an athlete. My clients are also there. They're active, they're hungry, they all want to get back to something. They're focused and they're dedicated. That's a perfect combination. If you really want to be challenged and get to your goals faster, that's what I would say from here.
On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus, and why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity. Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
At Rowan University, our momentum is unstoppable, pushing forward, pushing boundaries, and blazing our own path. We don't wait for the future, we make it, preparing new leaders to face the challenges of tomorrow, creating innovative pathways to earn a degree on your terms, attracting a community of unique students who are ready to make their mark on the world. So make your mark and be unstoppable at Rowan University.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Dear football.
Dear gymnastics.
Dear swimming.
Dear rowing.
Thank you.
Thank you for being something that is more than just my sport.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to use our voices and take action.
You have brought me to a place outside of my comfort zone, gave me an opportunity to live out my dream, and introduced me to my mentors, my role models, and most importantly, my family.
You have given me many ups and downs and have been a love of mine since I was a little kid.
You taught me to be relentless in the pursuit of excellence. It's never been easy, but it never was supposed to be.
For me, gym represents home. It is a place that doesn't care what I look like, can make mistakes, shed tears, but still feel secure.
Thank you for being my second home and guiding me in the right direction for pursuing, then obtaining my degree, which made me the first grandchild in my family to graduate from college.
Basketball has led me on a journey where I've accumulated numerous life lessons to value relationships, practice integrity, and demonstrate commitment.
You put a drive, a passion, a fire in me that can never be put out.
The passion comes from knowing how hard I work and train and how ready I am to perform to my best ability, that I'm mentally and physically ready to go out and have some fun.
Through the discomfort, failure, and pain comes victory, which after all, is only another lesson.
Through you, I've matured mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally.
And the lessons we've learned over the past 4 years will help us to be successful in the next stages of our lives.
I have accomplished things that I never knew would be possible in my life, and for that, I thank you.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Welcome back into SB Gymnasium. Here, getting set for the second half of action, the Rowan Cross against the TCNJ Lions. Again, I'm Lee Kotzen alongside Kyle Hoos, and been kind of an all-over-the-place game for that first half. It's 30-26, Rowan lead. Basket's coming really all over, outside the line. A lot of points in the paint for Rowan. We discussed during the break, that's an area they kind of need to attack in order to succeed the rest of the way in this one.
Yeah, it's interesting the way that TCNJ is running their offense, where there's a lot of outside waiting around, looking for a shot, not a lot of driving. And then Rowan is the complete opposite, where they're not taking these outside shots too much, and they're driving everything through the paint, and it's working for them. So let's see if the full court press is going to continue to work for both sides, and they got to cut down on these turnovers.
There, look now at Nicole Mallard, 5 in this one of the 3 props with 5 points, one of their leading scorers so far in this one, but it's really been Izzy Leisure leading the way for both the Lions and the game with 10 points in that first half, the game's leading scorer. Throughout that first half, we just talked about the threes. TCNJ, 5 of 16 from beyond the arc. Look now at the Rowan huddle. They're only shooting 1 of 6 from Freeland. Like we said, back last time they met, Rowan went 1 of 16, and the Lions had 12 of 34 three-point shooting. So that'll definitely be something to watch as an area for more scoring, and I think more shots to be attempted for both teams.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, TCNJ's kind of been lethal with that three-point. It's kind of hushed the crowd a little bit, but they kind of have a size disadvantage. They're not really having these tall centers and forwards crash the boards and get these shots. So, let's see if TCNJ tries to pull away and start shooting early.
TCNJ with a brief edge in rebounds, 22 boards to Rowan, 17. 16 of those Lion boards have been defensive, while the other 6 have been down at the offensive end of the court, as the two teams make their way back onto the court now for the start of the third quarter. Rowan again coming out of the locker room with a 4-point lead, 30-26, and it will be the Lions to take possession first in the second half. Coming up now is Branquizio, matched up against Holt. Mallard got caught up on a screen there. Still able to find her girl in the corner and get back in defensive positioning. McCurdy with a nice stop, getting the board and the cross, pushing it back the other way. Holt will take possession here as she crosses midcourt.
Some picks are being set, some movement looking, but not a whole lot open. Now we got it down low.
Mallard tried driving baseline. Ball wasn't able to get there. It seems like they've come out, the Cross have, with a little less standing around, a little more of that off-ball movement we were kind of looking for. Some more screens being set up than in the first half.
Yeah, you got to keep moving. It's the only way. and no good. Rowan at least gets the
Defensive
board on that.
error left Leisure wide open for what would have been her 13th point of the game, but it was no good. Still 30-26 Rowan. McCurdy now trying to get something going. Down by the low block. Tries to get it into Adams off the foot of TCNJ number 14. That's Caitlin Dieter. And the Profs will get the ball back with 14 on the shot clock.
I would like McCurdy to start using her size. She's one of the taller ones out there. Just keep driving in. I know you got to look for the passes, but use your strength.
Absolutely. That's definitely a matchup to watch. Battle the 14s, McCurdy and Dieter. As Adam gets it, mid-range, over in the wing, no good. Lions bringing the ball back up the court now. A wide open lane to the basket, closes down very quickly as Leisure draws the contact and heads to the line. Again, free throw shooting. The Lions are 1 of 2 so far, and the Profs are 5 for 6 in trips to the free throw line.
They're going to call that all day long. That's where these teams need to battle it out. You got to be smarter when it comes to contact.
Leisure will hit both from the charity stripe, now 30-28.
Looking up for Adams, maybe. Nothing developed.
Adams has been open at the start of a lot of these trips down the floor. Before the defense closes out, the Profs have been unable to get her the ball as that one falls, and now the Lions have a chance to tie it or take the lead as that one won't fall. Lions get the ball back outside the arc, passing it around. Now way out back by midcourt.
Rotating.
Satera trying to find space, but now the ball's in the hands of Leisure again. Shot clock winding down, driving, puts it up, blocked by Marshall. It'll bounce off of Grace Marshall, and the Lions will keep the ball with 2 on the shot clock. They'll have to get it in and get a shot up very quickly.
I wonder if they just look for threes here, just try to force something to get something going. Looking deep.
Send to Satera, shot clock runs out. Shot off, not in time, despite the yelling from the TCNJ fans to our right.
If she was just a millisecond faster getting it up, that would have been a beautiful shot, way to end the sequence, but unfortunately, shot clock expires, no 3-point.
Be a quick little timeout here. We're gonna step off again, let both teams talk things over, hear from their head coaches, and we'll be back in a few seconds. 30-28, Rowan leads, 7:52 to go in the third quarter. Back in action, you just saw there some of the Rowan men's team awaiting their TCNJ matchup, but we still got a little less than 2 quarters to play in this women's game. Here's Mallard now, spinning, backing down her opponent to get into the paint, no good. Kicks it back out to McCurdy. She tries to force it into Holt. The ball was bobbled around, and now the Lions have it.
I honestly think that Rowan might need to start working on some of these subs like they did in the first quarter.
That shot no good. Adams and Mallard both fought each other for the rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds as Eliana Santana checks into the game now for Danielle McCurdy.
It's been an interesting start to this quarter. The way that they played in the last 2 versus now, I don't want to call it sloppy. It's just a lot of overturns and just shooting a lot of shots by TCNJ, and it seems to be working a little bit.
Mallard trying to strip the ball, pokes it free out of bounds. Lions will get it back with 16 on the shot clock. And it's going to be Nina Branchizio to inbounds it for TCNJ. Great pass inside, blocked initially. The second attempt was also no good. As now Marshall is wrestled to the ground by Bloom, and the Profs will take the ball back.
I mean, that's a great job getting the rebound, but you got to make it. I understand the first one was blocked, but when you got wide open shots, you got to get it.
And there's that aggression that we were talking about, hoping to see more of from Demetrius Pohl's squad. as Marshall now sizes up her opponent. Santana out beyond the arc, trying to get it inside to Adams. Adams and Bloom leaping for it. Bloom's gonna pull away with the ball. And an immediate double in that full court press by Holt and Mallard. Here's a mid-range shot, no good. Mallard pulling down the board. Fighting off two girls to hold on to that one. Dumps it off to Marshall. Adams driving off the Mallard feed out to Santana. We'll call her for a travel. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to sound like too much of a homer.
Yeah, he's been calling a lot, but
I didn't see her feet move.
The interesting part here, though, is that we always have a prop open to the left during these sequences. The Rowan sprints down the court, tries to look something, but you always have a wide open teammate, and I'm wondering why the coach or someone hasn't called it out to try to make a play. Push
Mass
the ball. Exodus
of subs here for the props. Mallard, Marshall, Holt, and Adams all checking out. Santana stays in the game, accompanied by Johnson, Middleton, Rinaldi, and Herlihy. Lions now trying to create something. A lot of waiting around for play to develop. Ball's kicked out here. Three faked, driving in, kicked back out. This three-pointer is up, off the front of the rim and over, rebounded by Santana, and Rinaldi's gonna get it to push the props up the court.
Middleton, wide open.
Gotta get you down there.
Yeah.
You'd be hitting these passes. Valdi waiting, 16 on the shot clock, still 30-28 Rowan. Ayanna Johnson spinning, backing down, slips on her own foot, goes down to the ground, turns the ball over. Bloom in possession now for the Lions.
It's almost 5 minutes in, and Rowan still doesn't have a point so far.
Similar to the first quarter. Here's a nice drive, left-handed layup, goes over the rim, but off the glass. Herlihy pushing it up now. She's got Santana in front of her. She'll take it herself, fakes into the middle to Johnson. Scoop shot up and in. First points of the second half for Rowan. 32-28, props lead it. And now Bloom has the ball. Back over to Sotero. Now in the hands of Branquizio. Sotero driving. Thought about going up for it, gets tipped out. Lions forced to reset. 15 on the clock. Wing choke from Sotero. Short off the rim. Rebound Lions. Back up. Some contact there. Won't be called. But the ball is going that way.
Rowan seems to be struggling just a little bit. I like what TCNJ's doing. That was a good job. You had a wide open three. You have to take those. But here we are. It's only 2-2 for scoring wise in the third.
Into Santana now. Out by the elbow. Driving in, puts it up with the right hand. Off glass, won't go. Ayanna Johnson fighting for it, taken down. A little wincing, but she's up. Lions pushing ahead now to Bloom. Driving. Shoulder down, looking for the contact. No call. Santana will take it down. Pausing, waiting.
Got the three.
Earl, he thought about the three. Fake, drives baseline. Pass into the middle to Johnson. Ball's tipped all over. Got a whistle blown. And the Lions will get some fresh legs out there.
Here we go. TCNJ, they've been aggressive, you know. Like we said, not that many points scored in this quarter, but man, they are aggressive, fighting for the rebound. I mean, TCNJ's got 29, 30 rebounds. They've been working, especially on defense.
Lazier and Toy. Toy with the ball now. They're both in the game. Double team comes, gets it back over to Branquizio. Now she's doubled. Herlihy pressuring. Lions gonna take a moment here, try and regroup, establish where they are on the court. Shot clock winding down with 7 seconds. Sotero with the ball inside. Going up for it is Morgan Howard, getting it to fall right before the shot clock winds down. Now 32-30.
That was just a nice job getting it in last second. Here we go. Let's see if Rowan's are able to respond. They're only up by 2 right now with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. Have some subs for TCNJ.
Another sub. That is going to be Caitlin Diter back in the game, matched up against Ayanna Johnson.
Don't get trapped in that corner.
Middleton coming around the top, pass just overhead. Hurley will end up launching it out of bounds, and TCNJ is going to grab that one.
You know, Hurley, she's looking for that three, but they're not really giving her enough time to be able to get a shot up. She's hanging in the low corner, waiting for it to happen, but by the time she gets the ball, she's already swarmed with defenders. So if Rowan's really trying to game plan for that three, they're going to have to make a decision on how.
And if it feels like you've seen a lot of turnovers, that would be correct. 14 for the Profs, 13 for the Lions, combining for 27 in this one. Pretty high numbers in terms of turnovers. The ball is put into Dieter, back out to Lazier. Thought about three, giving it over now. That three is no good. That attempt by Branquizio. Tyro recovers. No good on that shot. Russo now with the ball.
Switching up the hands.
Santana now outside the arc, calling for a screen from Johnson. Going that way, trying to get the roll. It was all pick, no roll, and now Tara has it driving. Goes up with the right hand, tries to draw the contact, goes long off the rim, won't fall for the Lions. 19 on the shot clock, back outside to Lazier. Trying to get it over to Tyra, off the referee. He's gonna be out of bounds.
Yeah, Reagan Russo has been playing her heart out here. I know she's got about a minute in from the sub, but yeah, she was working. She was trying to block against the one-on-one. She was able to call it to go out of bounds. Let's see if she's got any defensive magic left in her.
Grace Marshall just checked back in. She's got 5 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. But the Lions put up a three there from the admissions office, way too deep. Can't get that one down. Still 32-30.
Look, TCNJ, they're not afraid to shoot the three, but maybe it's afraid of going in to make it a three. So we're going to have to see here of what they're doing. They are 5 from 23 from the three. Rowan still just alone 1-6.
So now it's Russo. Driving in, ball in her left hand, holding off on the right. Into the corner now, Marshall receives. Cuts in, puts up the floater with the right hand, a little too strong. That one won't fall. 2 minutes left in the third quarter now.
No foul.
That right hand a little too much from Lazier. Won't fall. What a whistle.
Man, this is getting intense. 32-30, about just under 2 minutes left in this quarter.
In football, they have the 2-minute warning. In college women's basketball, we got the 1-minute, 53-second warning. There'll be a quick timeout. We're going to step off and be right back for the end of the third quarter. Back now as the huddles break out of that timeout. The Lions will have possession here. 20 on the shot clock. The ball to be inbounded by Branquizio. Out to Lazier now. Back inside to Dieter. Putting it up with the left hand around Ayanna Johnson. Gets her own miss. Dumps it off to Sotero. And we'll get another jump ball. Seems like there's been a lot of this.
Yeah, it feels like there's safety net. When you can't grab a rebound, it's about to go out of bounds. What do? Just grab the ball and just try to sit on it.
Well, if you can keep track of who had the last possession off a jump ball, that can really come into your advantage. As this one is sent out beyond the arc to Lazier. Driving in, faking, spinning, passing back out. Another dribble drive attempt. Now Lazier in the corner. Had Mallard leaping. Turns the ball over just inside the paint. Russo pushing the Profs up, leading the charge. Bounce pass into Mallard. Mid-range shot is up and good. Mallard falling down and drawing to contact. She'll take a trip to the charity stripe after that one.
That's exactly what Rowan needed. They're finally putting people in the corners, but no one to really get it to them. And she just says, I'm going to take it myself, able to get the shot and the contact. That's what they're doing. Way to come out of a timeout.
That jumper points 6 and 7 for Mallard. And there's number 8.
We're seeing this full court press again. A lot of bodies down for the lower side of the court.
Russo with an early lead came down on top of, I believe it was Leisure. Still good up, everybody's all right. So as we just said, Nicole Mallard now leading the team alongside Middleton with 8 points. As you keeping score at home, do you think she's gonna have 19 more points in this one?
Hey, we've seen crazy things happen in the fourth quarter here at SB Gym.
Rowan in general, some crazy things on the football field, but where this is basketball, Marshall in the corner, Mallard, wing triple is up, good! Nicole Mallard puts the Profs up by 8, 38-30, Rowan leads, steals the ball back, but the Lions will keep it as that one goes out of bounds.
This is reminding me of that Rowan football versus TCNJ game. We were there, we saw the magic. I think some more magic's coming today.
A great rivalry, a great conference rivalry. And as we pointed out, neck and neck in the standings in the NJAC. Not disappointing. Leisure getting the ball. Now triple team.
Ooh. A little bounce pass between the legs, making it work.
Chance of D up from the Profs bench, and Satira puts that one up with the left hand off glass, finishing 38-32 with 35 seconds to go. Marshall calling for a play, letting her teammates scramble on the court. Picks on either side from Mallard and Adams. Mallard holds the ball at the top of the key. Into Adams, over into the wing. That triple no good, that attempt by Reagan Russo.
No shot clock left, just 12-11 now ticking. Oh, nice though.
Franquizio dribbling it now. 5 left in the third quarter. Driving, kicking out. Three-pointer from Bloom, just a little long. Adams gonna snag in the rebound before the quarter ends. And the Profs survive the Lions for 10 more minutes. 38-32, Rowan leading. This is Rowan Television Network presenting Rowan Women's Basketball. We'll be back in just a bit. Back now to get set for the fourth quarter of action. 10 more minutes to go in this one. Rowan ahead 38-32. What do you think's been the biggest key to their success so far?
It's be able to stay in the paint and make those aggressive rebound and points. Like we said, they're not a three-point shooting team. They've made 2, but this defense has really helped them so far.
Once again, Lee Cotton alongside Kyle Hoos on the call. As Nicole Mallard holds the ball now, driving inside, getting that one up. Can't get it to fall, though. Adams just being fought off for the rebound, barely by Leisure. Both were holding on for dear life. And now Banquizio handles the ball out up top for the TCNJ Lions.
Calling some plays down there.
Over in the corner now, Banquizio bouncing it in. Back out to Sotero for the wing triple, just long, back of the rim. Adams is going to pull in that board. She'll leave it behind. Marshall will take it up the rest of the way.
They're planting themselves in these corners. You got them down open, but she said, I don't care. I'm going to take it for myself.
Marshall, Grace Marshall with the lane and the left-handed finish. Profs now hit the 40 mark.
Here we go. It's getting interesting here. Rowan's offense is starting to work. TCNJ passing it back, but the full court press is being harsh on them.
Mallard and Marshall both showing pressure, will cause a turnover. The Profs will take the ball here with a chance to add to that lead and maybe go up by 10.
Now we see here, we got the Rowan crowd getting involved. Parents, players, they're getting loud out here. TCNJ still does have a good crowd supporting their team, but Rowan has a chance to really bring this away.
Marshall now up top around the arc, bouncing into Adams. Stepping through, getting it over into the corner for a three. That's just long. It won't fall. Adams pulls it back in. Spin, puts up the jump hook. Little long again. No good. Marshall grabbing the rebound off of the back of the Lions. Mallard with the mid-range from the elbow. Just long. Adams with a third board. And she will draw a whistle on that. Great hustle play. Phenomenal effort.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's effort that's going to win you these games. You got to get out there and, look, it doesn't matter if 5 shots don't go in. It matters that your last shot does.
Hurley over to Marshall in the corner on the near side. Back out to Johnson. Over to Mallard. Over again to Hurley. Thought about the three. Goes up, floats it in, and it is good. 42-32. Double-digit lead for the Profs. 4 lead changes for each team in this one. 4 ties. Rowan been playing with the lead for much longer, though. About 24 minutes they've spent ahead compared to the Lions. 4 minutes, roughly. As Leisure puts up a three there, in and spinning out.
Brutal.
That's got to be disappointing.
She wants another.
She thought about it. She'll drive in and float that one up, but no good.
Well, here
Rowan's
we go.
gonna hold on to it here.
Things are getting chippy and Esby.
Chirping, Kyle. They're chirping. I think it would be cool if other sports could fight, like in hockey.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
That's
interesting,
a whole other
so to
element
say.
to the game.
But they are definitely fighting effort-wise in this game today.
Mallard trots across the Prof at midcourt.
Really rotating this three.
Trying to generate a lot of movement as Marshall now holds it. She'll launch a three. Off glass, in! I know it's 6:41, but I'm telling you, Kyle, the bank is still open.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. See, Rowan's got this
Laser scored by
confidence now.
Prof. Mallard over to Marshall. That layup just a little strong. Ball's batted away. Bloom's going to grab it. They'll say out of bounds.
So this is interesting here. Rowan, they got the confidence. They're up by a decent amount of points. Can they really just settle this game for good?
Always looking for that time to run away with it as Adams holds the ball, hands it off to Hurley. Into the corner now. Marshall back into Adams, spinning, jumping, looking in the corner. Johnson's three. Falls.
Bang!
48-32, Profs lead it. And the Lions are gonna take a second and try to regroup, talk things over. The triple from Christina Johnson putting the Profs ahead by even more. We'll be right back in just a couple more seconds. Teams feeling it, fans feeling it, cheerleaders feeling it. The unofficial mascot of Rowan University, Noah Weinstein, feeling it. Profs are up 48-32, 7:05 left to go in this one. Couple great sequences of plays here for Rowan. TCNJ been struggling to get anything going, especially inside. They've been driving, they just haven't been finishing. How do you think they can adjust that with this time left in this game?
I mean, they're still going to have to play super aggressive. 48-32. We think crazy things happen between these two rival schools, but just stick to the basics and don't commit turnovers.
Bloom inbounding to Laser. Back over to Bloom. Now over to Stero on the far side, driving into the middle, kicking into the corner. The three by Fricker is good. TCNJ gets one to fall after what seems like a long drought. Marshall bringing it up now. Staring down Stero over to the corner to Hurley. Back along the arc to Adams. Waits for her spot. Across the court to Marshall. Her three. Won't go. A little long. Tipped by Johnson and out of bounds. Lions going to take it.
So interesting here. Rowan's kind of feeling themselves with the three-point shots. That offense is finally working of like having them both down in the corners, but you know, I still like driving into the paint better.
Profs suddenly shooting 36% from beyond the arc. Satara launches a shot. That's off the rim, won't go. Mallard's pulling in the board. Tries to get it out to Adams, but it's picked. Lazier thought about the shot. Back over to Satara. That three, still short again. Hurley pulling in the board now, trying to make sense of what's happening, but they turned it over again. Now Fricker controls the ball. Over to Lazier on the wing. Back to Fricker, beyond the arc. Three won't go. Adams fighting for the ball. Whistle called. Props going to take it.
That's some dangerous territory. About 3-4 turnovers happened. They all ended up in three-point shots. None of them landed, but that's how a game could quickly turn over.
Much more physical in this last quarter than any other so far. Louder, too, as I'm sure our viewers can hear. Marshall handles the ball now, cuts it back and waits. Into Mallard, driving, trying to go up, blocked. Ball's bouncing around, fighting for it is Adams and two Lions. Marshall takes it, a nice spin on the ball, goes just wide. See that look on her face? She couldn't believe what she was about to try there. A very acrobatic attempt.
Hey, it's all about that effort and hustle. You know, one of these times, I mean, we saw him making a couple crazy shots earlier, but, you know, now they're at the line and still 48 Rowan, 35 TCNJ.
Marshall with the chance to add more. He gets the first one to fall. And why not get the second one to fall?
I mean, Rowan's been really good at the free throw line.
87% tonight compared to the Lions' 75% from the stripe. This ball's passed up to Bloom. She's driving the lines. Tara cuts inside, puts the ball up with the left hand, just a little strong off the backboard. It'll bounce out and be rebounded by the Lions. The second chance is no good, too. Johnson pulls it in and tosses it off to Marshall. Coming along on the near side now. Mallard sets. Bounce pass into Adams. She'll take it back out and try to get another reset here. Marshall now sizing up Lazier. There's an isolation call here from Poles.
Interesting pass out.
And he now way, way beyond. Mallard fighting for it, grabs it. That three-pointer is up, just a little strong. She was feeling the hot hand as now Satara drives in, tries to go up. Lions will get the friendly whistle.
That was interesting. These girls are fighting out here. You said you wanted to see that. They are fighting right now.
Middleton and McCurdy coming back in the game for Johnson and Mallard. Mallard exits the game with 11. Grace Marshall is now the Props leading scorer with 12. Quick inbound, quick bucket, draws the foul. Adams voicing a little discouragement to the ref. But heading to the line is going to be Caitlin Dieter.
Now, if I'm Rowan, and when I get on offense, I'm trying to feed Middleton. She's got the fresh legs. She's rested. And you know she's a beast out there.
Fresh legs are going to do very well if they keep running that dribble drive offense. And one is not an and one, but the Lions will get the rebound. That shot from about the free throw line, also no good. Ball stays in, handled by Fricker. Trying to get it over to Sataro. Hurley's going to handle it now. She's got Marshall with her. Bounce pass over there. Now near the RU logo, she can take it out beyond the arc. Into Eliana Santana, handling, spinning, backing down, trying to go up with the right hand, but that's stuffed.
When you get a fast break, you got to trust yourself to try to make the layup. When you pass too much, the rest of the team gets there. And even if they try to block, you might get a foul on it. But missed opportunity by Rowan.
Bloom now with it. Getting it over to Lazier, who has some space. Driving, tries to go up with it. Marshall gets a nice little swat at it. Middleton open on the near side, puts it up. Ooh, bottom of the rim.
Just like that. But we want to see that every time. The way they're getting it down the court, have Middleton just go up strong. You know, maybe she'll make it next time. Maybe she'll get a foul there. It is what it is, but I like what I'm seeing.
A brief tussle and a jump ball. So the Lions are going to take possession here. Coming out of the game is Fricker. Coming into it for the Lions is Branquizio. Now Sotero is stuffed by the profs. Able to get it out to Bloom. Driving up the court now to Lazier. Pass is a little too long and a little too strong, so they're out of bounds. Rowan's going to get the ball back. 50-37 they lead as Savannah Holt checks back into the game.
Rowan has a comfortable lead the way that these points are scored. So if I'm them, play a little bit of keep away. Try to use the shot clock, get it down all the way to about 7 every time, and you'll be able to win this and go home victorious.
Working that clock. Savannah Holt appears to be doing that now. Holding the ball, didn't know what to do. Now Santana possesses it. Driving in, step back, puts up the mid-range shot. Not a very nice bounce off the rim. Fighting for the rebound. Lazier comes away with it. Branquizio now against Marshall at midcourt.
She's calling these plays. She's the quarterback of this basketball team.
Contact there by Middleton on Lazier. She's going to take a couple at the line.
But here we see the replay. She's just hustling down there, trying to get the ball up. Ended up resulting in a foul.
Good call. Hustle play. Mallard waiting to come back in at the scorer's table. And Lazier takes advantage.
Rowan's going to need to score a basket here, or this could get ugly quick.
Lions on the verge of turning it into a single-digit lead for the Profs. Cole Mallard deep into the corner, able to get it over to Savannah Holt, sprinting down now on the hardwood. Middleton in the corner, dribbling around the wing, dumps it off to Santana. She'll drive. Comes back around, Savannah Holt wide open in the corner, but swatted. Phenomenal closeout by the Lions. Santana gets the board, puts it back up, turning nothing into something.
Just how they drew it up.
Austere court all of a sudden. A whistle blown. No one seems to know who to be angry at. But the Lions have the ball, and all seems well.
Look at this press. They're bringing everyone. She's looking around. She's got a pass behind her. Oh, foul.
That's the thing about an aggressive team is they're not aggressive some of the time, they're aggressive all of the time. And the Profs have been doing that just that tonight.
Timeout called by the TCNJ Lions.
We're back after that 30-second timeout. Adequate amount of time, I think. Lions breaking their huddle.
I'm telling you, Middleton, she's going to do something crazy here in the next sequence or two. I'm calling my shot.
I'll take that bet. Lazier now to inbound the ball over to Branquizio. Double team is drawn. Zigzag passing for the Lions. Sotero coming around the top of the arc, gets the handoff, passing it over to Bloom, almost picked by McCurdy. Now into Lazier, going up with the left hand, scoop and in. Holt now, shuffling the baseline, getting it into Middleton. There's your girl, Kyle. Let's see if you're right.
Let's see something happen here.
Almost had Sotero slipping. Middleton, flashing green hair, going into the wing now as McCurdy dribbles it. Santana in the paint, out in the corner to Mallard, thought about the three, going in, driving, gets it up with the right hand, just short off the rim. And she'll head to the line.
Almost an N1. Look at this replay here. Nicely done. Great effort.
Phenomenal body control all the way through. Profs are going to send in some subs. It's going to be Hurley, Marshall, and Adams in. McCurdy, Middleton, and Holt out. Mallard at the line, 11 points, looking to make it 13.
Beautiful sound when that went in.
Well, who doesn't love a good swoop?
Yeah.
Speaking of beautiful sounds, we were talking about their pre-game playlist. You said it was pretty good, among the best.
Yeah, I think that's
As
why they're
Mallard gets
leading right
both.
now.
What's your go-to pre-game hype song, pre-game warm-up song?
I'm all about work. ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, you know? And just look like Rowan's putting on the work here with about 2 minutes remaining.
Lazier over on the wing now, defended by Hurley. Bloom sets the pick. Lazier coming around. Bounce pass in. Left hand is up and good. That layup falling for Caitlin Diter. Marshall now. Dribbling, waiting. 21 on the shot clock. Santana handles. Mallard trying to cut back and forth. Gets it over on beyond the arc. Adams now up top. Over to Hurley. Looked at it. Passed it back out. They're going to get her before that on a travel call.
I feel like any Rowan three-pointer that comes is that'll ice the game, basically. But TCNJ, they're landing these three-pointers. They're not afraid to shoot.
A good Rowan possession would seemingly put this one out of reach, but there is still a minute 22 to play in the fourth quarter. Smart basketball will always prevail as Lazier handles it now. Into the paint. A little shove on Santana, but it's back out to Branquizio. That three-pointer is a little long. Adams fighting with Bloom for the rebound. Gonna go off her hands. Santana shaking her head, arms up in frustration with that call.
You gotta play smart basketball here. You wanna close this out.
Diter backing down, now back out to Lazier. The three-pointer, in and out. Mallard pulling down the board. Waiting, looking for space, pivoting. And we will get a foul called on Nina Branquizio. Mallard going back to the line, 13 points right now.
She's been making her shots pretty well, so.
This will be free throws, 12 and 13 for the Profs on the night.
She's really creeping up on that 1,000 points.
I don't know if we'll see it tonight. Both fall for Nicole Mallard. Timeout taken by the Lions. We'll be back in just a few seconds. Lee Kotzen alongside Kyle Hoos on Rowan Television Network, Channel 5, live in SBG. Welcome back, live in SB Gym on the campus of Rowan University in Glassboro, New Jersey. The Rowan Profs are leading the College of New Jersey Lions 56-43 with 57 seconds to play in this conference matchup. Lions with the ball, it'll be Bloom inbounding. And that into Lazier. Trying to tiptoe the line like Johnny Cash, but it's going to be a backcourt and a turnover.
The way that Rowan has played TCNJ in all of their sports, it's almost like I think Rowan of Glassboro should be the College of New Jersey.
We might angle a couple viewers with that one. Here's Marshall defending Ostera. That's going to be a foul called. And Marshall heading over to the charity stripe.
Seems like about 2 possessions, maybe? Maybe 3 will be left here.
We'll call it a generous 2.
Yeah.
2's a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Marshall hits first. And the second.
Just a little preview. They do have to play Montclair State next time for TCNJ we're talking about.
And now it's Leisure with the ball. Over to Branchizia on the wing. Leisure's three-pointer. Off the back of the rim and out. Early he had it, got shoved, but Branchizia says, sorry, let me help you up. Let's finish this one out as friends.
Love to respect the game there, you know.
See in the background there, Rowan's men's team, accompanied by TCNJ's men's team. A co-ed conference matchup tonight in Glassboro. They'll be playing shortly after this. Early at the line. First one falls for her.
Well, as we know, what Rowan does really well is making these free throws. They've been nailing them pretty well, and that helps them get to this victory.
And that one as well.
So here we go. About a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the time left.
Arrow over in the corner, stopping, looking. Now Branchizio possesses it on the other side of the court. Leisure reverses the court. Tiro now in the corner. Trying to get in a Diter.
Jump ball.
Wrestling, maybe it was cuddling. On the ground with Mallard for that one. Gonna call a foul on Nicole Mallard. 14 seconds to go, Rowan ahead 60-43. Leisure to inbound ball here. Gets inside a Diter. Back to Santana. Post spins, left hand up, off the glass, in. 45 points for the Lions. Hurley inbound to Mallard. 8 seconds to go. She's just going to dribble this one out. And the Profs are going to be victorious. Winners of 4 straight. Now improving to 8-4 in the conference. The Lions will stand now at 7-5 in the NJAC. Looking ahead at the next one, Rowan is set to head up and play at Ramapo on the 28th. And as we mentioned, TCNJ hosting Montclair State University for another NJAC matchup. A great game all around from the Profs. Leading scorers are going to be Nicole Mallard with 15 for Rowan. So we didn't see that 1K mark. Looking at next game, she needs 12 more. I say she gets it. If I'm a betting man, I'm putting all my money on next game for Nicole. Leisure with 16 for the Lions, her respective leading scorer. Profs got 35% from the field and 28 from the beyond the arc. Went 16 of 17 from the line, coming in at 94%. 71% from the line for the Lions. Pretty even rebounding. Overall, great game, good hustle. Fantastic conference matchup and one of the best conferences in Division II college. Kyle, anything to add?
Yeah, great game out here. Good battle. A lot of hard-fought efforts down in the paint. Overall, good job. And, you know, the season's not over. We'll see them again maybe in the NJAC Conference Championship. Who knows? Still early, but overall, great game.
Once again, thank you for joining us. Rowan defeating the TCNJ Lions 60-45. You were watching on Rowan Television Network. I've been Lee Kotzen alongside Kyle Hoos. Thank you, everybody. We hope you have a great night.